Hello YouTube, this is the one and only OSW60, and today I have some interesting new buys off, our favorite online shopping place called eBay. But before I get into that, I want to discuss some things that I hope this video doesn't get removed, but it's been a long time coming. But I would like to talk about YouTube's little COPPA thing that likes to disable the comments and disable the shares on the video, just basically disable a lot of things that make the videos fun. Now, I get it. They wrote the law to protect children, but let me tell you why I don't think this law should have been made. So, this whole law was made because some parents aren't watching what their kids are doing on the internet, so they basically think it's YouTube's job to manage what their viewers do. Now, I get it. The internet is a dangerous place for children. That is why some parents need to, watch what their children watch. Monitor what their children are watching. And just going flat out without the YouTuber's permission, disabling comments and doing all types of stuff to their videos, it's just not fair at all to the creator. Because see, when they disable my comments, they disable my way of interacting with my viewers. Like, I want to know your guys' opinion. I want to know what you guys have to say about some of the videos, because not only does it let me know if I'm doing the right thing, but it lets me know what I'm doing what can I do to improve. And when they disable the comments, it just basically takes away the interaction I have with you guys. But I just want to say that YouTube, I mean no disrespect when I say this, but you need to just, you kind of just need to chill with the whole disabling comments thing, because I understand you're trying to protect children, but let some people keep their comments, because it's not fair to the uploader. And just like ask for permission before you just be like, hey, is your video made for kids? Then when I submit an appeal saying no, it's not really made for kids, then they should just fix that. But anyway, off with the rant. So as you see here on my custom Oliver and Duck models, which is one's from a Thomas Wood Thomas and another's from a Thomas Wood Ryan that came with Scruffy. Now, I recently talked to a good friend of mine on Instagram called Sudrian Productions. Sudrian Customs. And he wanted me to, and he basically sent me, he had basically just, said I should get a Duncan Oliver. And for the longest time, I couldn't find one up until recently. Seller for Catan, as usual. He was a very good guy. Please look up, if you ever need some wooden railway stuff, look on his eBay website, his eBay page, and you will see a ton of wooden railway stuff. I got some stuff that I might definitely pick up. Our Bill and Ben recently just popped up on sale, so I'm definitely going to pick up those two. So, let's see. So, without further ado, let's bring out the new and improved engines. Okay, so here we have Duncan Oliver, looking very good as usual. They are actually my favorite characters they're actually my favorite characters in the whole series. I know since you guys may think that, I thought Henry was your favorite character. He's the basic face of your channel. Well, Henry is my favorite character. He's like one of my all-time favorite characters. But if there had to be a couple that come after Henry, it is these two. Because, first of all, let's talk about Duck. Duck is that one character that, he may seem like he brags about his railway all the time, but he's actually a really nice guy that actually wants to help out and just be loved by the fandom. That is why it kind of bummed me out when they said they kicked him out the Steam team, when he was supposed to be a part of the Steam team, because Duck is one of those characters that anybody could recognize. Like you can literally you can just sit with Thomas fans, and as soon you don't even have to show the full engine. All you gotta do is just show all you gotta do is show the tank, and they'll be like, oh yeah, that's Duck. Duck is just one of those recognizable characters in the series. And it's a shame that we had to wait till season 17 to see him again after being gone for about 5 seasons. Because last time he was seen, if I got this correct, last time he was seen was in season 12. This is the last time Duck was seen. Season 12 was kind of that fan service season where you got to see a lot of characters that were gone for a while. Like, for example, I remember that that was Arthur's last appearance in the show, which was kind of dumb because Arthur was one of those characters that they could have kept showing. Because, until I get I'm still looking for a wooden railway version of Arthur. But so, But that's neither here nor there. But overall, season 12 was that one season that just tried to do the fan service thing, but you know, it was just crazy because a lot of these newer Thomas fans can't even tell me who Duck, who Oliver, who none of them are now. Because these are some of the characters who basically built up the franchise. Now, I may you say, well, it's called Thomas and Friends. Well, Thomas and his friends, remember. Because, see, Thomas and his friends exist because, Thomas and Friends exists is because of the TV show. But back when there was books, it was called the Railway series. It wasn't just about Thomas. It was just, every character had their time to shine. And that's what I kind of hate, that they left characters like Duck and Oliver out just to shine on these new characters. Like, don't get me wrong, I love characters like Charlie, Nia, Rebecca, let's see, who else? Rosie, but those characters that were here way before they even thought about making a TV show need to have their time to shine. Now, let me get off this rant. All right, so enough with the rant, but let's get down to the models in general. So this Duck is let me read the wheels. This Duck is he is a 1996. Yeah, he's a 19. Wait, is this a 9? Let me see. Let me make sure I'm reading them correctly with my glasses. Yeah, this is a 1996 model. I can tell it's a 1996 model because it has the little divot in right here at the back of his cab, and how the wheels are. The wheels are a bit flatter than normal. But overall, this is still the recognizable Great Western pannier that we know and love. And this is actually the first wooden railway duck I've ever had. I've never owned one in my life, which I've always wanted a wooden railway duck, but I can never find him. But he was always, as I said, Duck's one of my favorite characters in the whole franchise. He's one of the characters that I gotta say, my favorite episode with Duck was, what was that one episode? Bulgy. I loved him in Bulgy. And not to mention, I loved his season 2 episodes also. And not to mention, as I said, he's like one of the best characters in the show because he has so much depth to his character. And so basically that's another reason why he's one of my favorite characters. And I just love this model because it may doesn't have a painted funnel or a funnel at all, but it's still recognizable. Now, as far as my custom Duck, I don't know what I'm going to do with him, but who knows? Maybe maybe I might turn this into another Great Western character. There's always room for possibilities. So, enough about Duck. Let's get down to Oliver. Now, out of all the things I can say about Oliver, I'm just going to keep it simple. He is one of the most amazing, well-depth characters in both the TV series and the Railway series. I mean, think about it. A Great Western tank engine that was withdrawn from service on British railways and tried his best to escape, but wound up in a scrapyard, but then ended up escaping to the island of Sodor. Not only does this show us that the engines can face fear, it also shows that the different character depths to him. Like, Oliver was this tank engine that, was in the scrapyards, but now he has a new lease on life working on the island. So it basically shows how important and how much of depth and character that Oliver has. Now, this model is This model is a 2003. This is a 2003 Oliver, which is a model that's really accessible. Even though it's it's one of the older models, but it's way more accessible than the 2005 model or even the 2014 model of Oliver. And I just love the way this looks. Now, I can tell that this one is more akin to his television series model with the Railway series black wheels. Because in the Railway series, he had black wheels instead of the TV show green. Now, I know I'm probably going to get questions asked, are you going to paint his wheels green like in the TV series? Like, no, because wooden railway models like this, I don't know if I really want to touch. Because it's like, these are special models. They're actually rare. Sometimes, like, I got lucky finding this on eBay. Like, normally, if you try to look for a wooden railway Oliver on anywhere, it's like, you'll probably have to pay, like, about, like, a pretty penny. Let's be real. But overall, I really like Oliver. He's another one of those characters that appeared in that fan service season of season 12. I think he appeared in that episode where Gordon was trying to get to Great Waterton before Stanley, and also in Edward the Great. Fan service season, as usual. But overall, anytime we saw Oliver, we were very happy. Even though when he appeared in the when he reappeared in the CGI series, we were kind of displeased of how he kind of downsized. I mean, he looked really, really small. Like, I thought Oliver was at least bigger than Thomas, but when they brought him back into the CGI series, it was just, wow, like, what did you do? You guys have massacred my boy. But overall, Oliver is one of those great characters, and I'm doing my best to see if I can find a good Toad for a reasonable price on eBay. Because for now, this is Toad. This brake van here is going to be Toad. And I know I might get hate for this, but hey, this is Toad. This is going to be Toad. And, you know, but overall, these two I'm glad to have in my collection. And I know this was supposed to be a Duncan Oliver video, but I'm also going to show off this I'm going to show off this next one. Yeah, I'm going to show off this next one because I know she didn't really get a video of her own. So, here's Daisy. Another eBay purchase I got about a week ago. This is, what year is this? This Daisy is a 2002 Daisy. So, roughly an older model, and let's just say I like her. If you've seen the new episode of my series, you can see that episode heavily focuses on her. I recently had to re-upload it because Kappa is getting on my nerves with them disabling comments, as you heard in my rant earlier. But we're not talking about that. But overall, it's like, you know, she is another character I'm glad that they took too long to bring back into the CGI series. I know she appeared in Calling All Engines, but it's like, why would you take her? Characters like her, Boko, Oliver, and Donald and Douglas, why did you guys remove them from the series for that time anyway? I mean, you had multiple opportunities before the CGI series to bring them back. You want to bring engines like, goods engines like Murdoch when we already had two goods engines on the railway. We had It had Donald and Douglas, and you also had Boko, who is one of the most well-established characters. But, you know, sadly, it's too late to bring back Boko. It's, you know, one of those characters that I wish we could see again. But, you know, enough with the rant. But Daisy is a very nice wooden railway model. She is, you know, the only thing she's lacking is the makeup. I mean, she has the eyelashes, but she doesn't have the blue eyeshadow like she has in the show. But overall, I really like her. You know, it's a very nice looking model. You know, she does have her little swerves, as you see, as she just goes around the curves. But overall, these were some good eBay purchases. I'm glad. Again, selling for Catan, very good seller. I highly recommend him to anyone who is looking to buy a wooden railway. As I said, my next characters I'm gonna buy are Bill and Ben. And, you know, since he has these for sale, I might get some narrow gauge engines too. You might see those in season 2. I don't know. I'm not setting anything in stone, because if I do get them in the series, I'm probably going to have to buy some more track and build a new layout, build a separate layout for the narrow gauge engines. But depending on where depending on where I lay down, where I lay my head, which is my new house I might move in, I don't know. We will see. But overall, this is sort of a you know, a little review slash, I'm not gonna call it an unboxing because I already took them out the package. You know. And yeah, but you know, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and this is Old Square Wheel 60 saying bye bye.